Okay guys, we are going to do the architecture on the table. We have the one main large piece that is going to stay, and then now we're gonna build up the other levels because you want more than just one level. Like that being the bookcase unit, you want like a couple different levels. But first thing you're gonna do is add in your biggest pieces. For this, it's the tree. It is a large olive tree. We're gonna try it on this side. It's a great start. We've got height there. Let's add our second layer, which is a crate. I think what I'm gonna do is push this over a little bit because I'm gonna add a tiered piece right here in front of the tree because I'm not going to be, tree can be in that space and I can still do stuff in front of it versus doing a tiered display in front of the bookcase unit, like where you'll lose all visibility. So I'm gonna move this over, push this guy back, and then we're gonna get the tiered piece, which is gonna give us the second level. And the third is going to be this tray. I'm also gonna add in some additional olive trees. I'll be right back. So this is the second size of tree. I'm gonna do one on this side, and then I'm gonna do one on the back side because this table is shoppable all the way around. And we're gonna add one more at the very top. So now your whole display goes all the way up. You have two different levels of height, three really. And now I'm gonna start building in the merchandise. So I moved to the tree because it was kind of behind the lantern. I moved the tree over. I'm gonna add in pumpkins now because this is technically fall and the olive trees don't feel incredibly fall to me. So I'm gonna add in some green and some orange pumpkins. I'm keeping like a very like true color of orange because there's pumpkins that we've used that are variegated, some with white and green stripes. These I just want like the really solid color to kind of help ground down the rest of this display. So these are the pumpkins, just a really rich color. I'm gonna add them to the display and contextualize theirs. Like these are really needed. I know that there's an investment with them, but it's an investment that really helps tell the story and will only make your display stronger. This display is going to be olive oils and it's kind of a made up because we're kind of mid-season right now. So we had a strong olive oil display already that's only been in the back. So now we're going to do it as the opening statement. And I'm going to continue building in. We're going to start with the next set of bigger items, which is merchandise, which are cheese domes and some charcuterie boards that are stacked up. Again, this should be common knowledge, but before you put anything down, make sure that you clean the glass. I know that seems so obvious, but you'd be surprised. So I'm gonna have these kind of blocking this corner a little bit because we're gonna build this up, this up. This bottom shelf is gonna become not as important because it's not gonna be as shoppable. So that will probably be some of the stack out double exposed charcuterie boards. So that fills this in. Now I'm gonna fill this in. We'll show one of our older books that's been shown a lot already. The newer cookbooks will be up front. These book stands I can't stand. I'm just going to say that right now. These don't hold all the books at the same time. That's ideally what you want. So that's what I'm going to use this one for. Both books fit in that. Start building in olive oil. I have everything staged over here on a plastic pop-up table to make it easier. So we've got these beautiful French olive oils. We'll start with those. Actually, I might, well, let me see, I might put them actually here. There's 3 colorways. So lavender, there is a green, and there's a yellow. Because there is a lot of these, we're gonna have them easier to access. We're also mixing this with Chez Garnier's glassware for cocktail statement. I'm thinking charcuterie, late summer picnics. That's kind of the vibe I'm going with this. We are pairing up cookbooks that go back to this group. And because I don't have any more of those book stands, I'm going to have to stack. Which I don't usually like to do this because it takes up actually more room on the shelf, where this, it does not take as much real estate up. This extra few inches, believe it or not, really does make a difference. I'm gonna change some things. I'm realizing because this is charcuterie and olive oils for dipping, there's also cocktails, and the way I set this up, it doesn't give me much room for my cocktails, so I'm gonna change it where the charcuterie portion is gonna be here and the olive oil is gonna be built in up top. Same thing, I don't have one of those book stands, so I am going to put this here. Another thing these don't do, they don't hold stuff up straight up like I like, so it is what it is. We don't have room for anything else. If this was in the book stand like that, I would have room to do a run of olive oils. I don't. So we're gonna do some crackers here. We're gonna do olive oil on the left and right hand side. And I used to do like messy stacks. Now I'm like back to doing very straight stacks. I think that's probably because I just got off the show and it's very much how we merchandise at Stephen Young, where it's sold for straight. It's hard to get out of that after you've done it for a couple months, so, but that's a little insight. I did blue one in here. And I want to make sure my stacks are the same. It makes me insane when you go into stores and things are stacked all different ways. It sort of adds to the busyness of it if you have all different kinds of stacking. So now we've got the 2 olive oils, a cookbook, the charcuterie boards, and now I'm going to start building the charcuterie board storage here. I do need to get this olive oil in. I think I'll do this on the back side. A lot of it also because the color doesn't match. We were doing like a French, I mean, these are perfect for like a patisserie, French, very feminine, shown with like the pinks and the purples and macaroons. This color would make a lot more sense. This does not in this case. So it's going to be on the back side, and because it's shoppable from both sides, it's okay that they are back here. I just need to make sure the story's tied in. Now I have some cheeses and some other items that would be part of the charcuterie. I'll show one of the cheeses inside the dome so people understand. I want to show these like in some kind of a bowl.